Oh.
Yes, sir. We back at you, man. You already know what it do. I'm your boy Morocco. I'm in the building with Firestone. RJ, you know where you at. It's the Titans Colosseum podcast, man. How y'all feeling tonight?
Man, feeling good. Feeling good. How you feeling, RJ?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. We got the schedule out, man, and you know what I'm saying, I'm ready to toss some ball, man. I'm ready to toss some real football today,
down, man. We're gonna break it down, man. I mean, how we feel about the schedule, I mean, it may not be how you feel, but hey, man, we're going to talk about it. And before we get to it, let's go ahead, plug our sponsor. Hey, man, if you're in the middle Tennessee area, or hell, if you're anywhere, because Trey, he pulling up on you, man. I call him trapping ass Trey, man, because he always down to get $1. But, man, y'all hit him up. Pressure mode, I'm slaughtering it, man. This is my first time with it, man. Let's get back to it. PurePressureMobile.com, man. Y'all go holler at Trey, man. He gonna get you fresh for your day. If you hitting up a car show or if you just cruising through the city, man, my boy gonna get you wet. And if you mention Titans Coliseum to him, hey, man, he gonna knock $20 off the price, and the price already great, man.
Yeah.
So y'all go holler at Trey, man.
Yep. Especially when, hey, y'all about to go tailgate. Season's about to start. You know the schedule's out. All right. You know you're going to go tailgate. You can't go pull up tailgate with your car, your ride looking busted. So make sure you hit up Pure Pressure Mobile and get your shit right before game day. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, you don't want to be driving around here with no dirty car, man. Go ahead and call my boy Trey, man. He gonna get you right, man.
Right, man. Don't be cheap, man. Get you right. Spend it, man. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into this schedule, man, because I mean, like I said, everybody ain't gonna feel the same way about it. And honest to God, truth, I don't like it.
Bro, I'm just excited because like the draft's over, free agency's over. So like this is kind of like, even though the new season has started, this is like the first realization of like the new season is here. We know who our opponents are when they are. So like we can kind of start looking forward to the season now. But why don't you like it? Why don't you like the schedule?
All right, let's pull up the schedule first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Pull it up first. We can talk about it from there. We're gonna have some conflicting opinions on this schedule, man. So
all right, let me pull it up here real quick for us. There you are. Okay.
All right, so I'll go ahead and throw my little 2 cents in about week 1 through 4. Week 1 through 4, I mean, I feel like it could go either way. I mean, we could end up 3-1, or we can end up 1-3. Mm-hmm. Hell, we can even go 0-4. You just don't know, especially with this team right here. The only thing I don't see us doing is going 0-4. I mean, 4-0. And that's because we got to see Joe Burrow at home. And everybody know Joe Burrow, he owns us right now. I mean, he 3-0 against us. It don't matter if it's at our house or if it's in Cincinnati. This dude owns us. But I'm not so much worried about this first part of the schedule. What I don't like about this schedule is the second part of it, weeks 5 through 9 and weeks 10 through 13. And before I go into that, man, I'll go ahead and let y'all get y'all 2 cents about the first part of the schedule.
So we can just talk about. I'll just talk about going into that bye week. So I look at New Orleans, and I feel like we can beat New Orleans. I mean, look, they got Derek Carr. They got some good wide receivers. We won't have to worry about Alvin Kamara for that game. So we can get to their house and jump on them early. You know what I'm saying? Right before Derek Carr can really figure out what what it's like to play for the New Orleans Saints. You know what I'm saying? Before we get any type of chemistry. That Chargers game, man, we got them at home. I feel like we played the Chargers very, very tough. The last time we played them, we could have stole that game from them at their house. I feel like this time we're a much better team. I'm not gonna say much better, but I think we're a better team than we was last year when we played them. Offensive line be a little bit better. We should be able to run the ball on them because their run defense was terrible last year. So we'll see what they look like this season. Cleveland's gonna be tough. Cleveland's a tricky one with me because we don't know what Cleveland team what they're gonna look like because I don't know what exactly Deshaun Watson is gonna look like this season, man. And it's all gonna come down to him because I feel like we're gonna do a good job on Nick Chubb, man. And dang, bro, you took the schedule down, but
I thought you had it. I thought you had it.
No, you good. You good. Now you keep me on there. I can just look at it on my phone, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let's see. We got Cincinnati. Yeah, Cincinnati. Joe Burrow, man. Until we beat him, I'm putting that as a L, man. We ain't beat that man yet. That man owns us. Indianapolis, until they beat us again, I'm putting W every time I see Indianapolis on the schedule. They ain't beat us in what, 4 tries now? Like, yeah, 4 tries now. So, and they got a brand new quarterback that's not going to make any difference. Briggs already putting 6 and 11. Okay, we're gonna see. Baltimore, man, I'm putting that as an L, man. Right now they have a legit team, man, a legit roster. I'm going to that game, so if you guys want to look on the TV screen, you might see me out there. You know what I'm saying? Going out to London, man, going across the pond for that game. And okay, well, that's about week. I'll just save something else for later.
So for me, this first part of the schedule, man, there's only really one team that jumps out that worries me, and that's Cincinnati, of course. Just because we don't know what they're going to do. New Orleans don't really worry me because kind of the point you said, they're still trying to figure things out, put things together, get a chemistry going, and see how Derek's going to fit in their system, right? Plus, that's not the only question for the Saints either. Their defense has been subpar the past couple years too. Yeah. Chargers, until they get consistent, bro, I'm not worrying them because, like, yeah, they can show. I mean, you don't take them lightly, but we've seen, like, we make that joke about the playoff game about how they lost to Jacksonville, but they've done that several times. They blow leads a lot. So, yeah, they're a good team, but they don't seem to ever finish the game. They don't ever seem to play 4 quarters. It seems like they check out at some point and they just start to lose. So I'm not worried about them really either, because I know that we're going to come out and we're going to be doing a bunch of things because we got a bunch of players with some chips on their shoulders. So I know that we're going to come out with a little bit different. I just don't think our passing game is going to show too much at the beginning. So I think it's going to be run a lot. Cleveland, I'm kind of up in the air about RJ because you never know what they're going to get. Even though I believe we're gonna beat them, but you just don't know. Cincinnati, they come and take over the stadium, so it's almost like having an away game and dealing with them. No matter how, if you're playing there, if you're playing in Tennessee, I want us to go beat them, and I have the hopes that we're gonna go beat them. But just being honest with how our defense is, how their offense is, and then how our offense is and their defense is, it's going to be a battle, and that's probably where we get our first loss of the season. Indy, no, hands down, where we're getting that dub. And Baltimore, those London games. He's speed past Colts, right? I ain't even worry about them because they got too much stuff to worry about. And they got a young QB that still got a bunch to figure out, and they got an owner that I don't even think he knows what he's actually doing. The way he was tweeting this draft, bro. Somebody should have took his phone away. That was ridiculous, bro. I don't understand. But Baltimore, those London games are always a little different. And we got to see how Lamar's going to play, how he's going to come back and deal with everything, and how the team, because it's still not, even though Lamar's coming back, it's still not the same Baltimore team it's been the past couple of years. So I can see us going into this with 1 or 2 losses. That's what I'm expecting here. Like maybe 3. Like maybe I'll accept that Chargers Cincy Ravens loss and we go 3-3. But I am looking to be above 500 going into the bye. I don't like where the bye is, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's why I say, man, I do not like this schedule because here we go. So after we play Cincinnati at home, we won't see Nissan Stadium for damn near 30 days. And The next time we see Nissan Stadium will be October 29th against Atlanta, which, should be a favorable opponent. But at the same time, once we get into this schedule, we don't know who's going to be what. And to me, man, that being away that long, shoot, man, that's a grind. We got to go play a divisional opponent in Indy, in which, we've been beating the hell up out of Indy for the last 2-3 years. But every single game, I can't put nothing past these fools or whatever. I still got to give them their respect because they done kicked our ass for so long, man. It's hard not to give them their respect. But then technically, the London game is a home game for us against Baltimore, but we're gonna be in freaking London. Shoot, it's not Nissan Stadium. And we get back to Nissan Stadium, Atlanta, and then we get on the road. And we have to play Pittsburgh on Thursday Night Football, in which our struggles against Pittsburgh is real. Everybody knows what's being said about Pittsburgh and the whole, we stomped on their towel and now we're cursed and all of that. Shoot, man.
We ain't
I don't like how this is shaping up.
Bro, but look at the Steelers team they have, bro. Like, okay, like I get certain things. We don't handle and curse. Bro, this is probably some of the worst. This is probably the worst Steelers team they have had in a decade.
Man, look.
Like, they don't have a QB. They don't have a defense. I expect us to go up there and handle, like, Mike Tomlin's a good coach, so it's not going to be easy, but I expect us to go up there and handle business and put all this curse talk to end, because I think that's been getting in our heads in that locker room a little bit too. And we already know that, man, we can't let nothing in that locker room in the Tennessee culture. They gonna let it consume them, bro. So no, I want us to go get that dub and do it in a good fashion, not by barely. We better go get them by 10 points.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. We should do that, but you know how this team operates too, man. You don't.
They don't
ever know what you gonna get up out of the Titans.
Knowing the Titans, we're gonna lose to Atlanta and beat Pittsburgh. We're gonna lose to Atlanta and beat Pittsburgh. Knowing the Titans.
Man. And honest to God truth, I don't mean to backtrack, but I could really see us finally beating Joe Burrow, only to go on to lose to Indy, mess around and lose to London, get to Atlanta, probably win against Atlanta, and then go to Pittsburgh and lose. Bruh, you just never know about these guys.
Bro, we could go into that bye week, win every game, but if we lose to Indy and that's the only loss, bro, it ain't gonna matter. We're gonna hear that forever. But you lost to the Colts. I don't care who you lost to us.
That pisses me off because we'll have to hear from their ass goddamn every single week. Ha ha! We finally beat you guys. You guys suck.
Bro, we could be 5-1 and they will be 1-5, and they'll be like, ha ha, we're better than y'all. We beat y'all. I was like, bro, no. They'll just be content with that. They can lose every game, and their only 2 wins is against the Titans. They are satisfied. They are happy.
Facts, man. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and move on to weeks 10. Oh God. Quit with the notifications, man. Shout out to everybody though, man.
They in the
group chat. Yeah, crazy, man. I see some hate going on too because I keep on seeing Harris pop up. I keep on seeing Bridge pop up, Chubby Bear popping up. Hey, shout out to them too, man. Y'all make sure y'all go to the Horseshoe Mob podcast, talk some trash to them. Definitely go talk some trash to Briggs now over at the Texas podcast, man, because
Texas fan battle.
Texas fan battle, man. They trying to take.
They in the group chat talking about we going 5-12, finish last in the division.
They still trying to take our jerseys.
Y'all do this every season. Like, come on, man. Like, so when you gonna learn your lesson? Mike Vrabel is the best coach in this division, dude. He's not. We're not going 5-12, bro.
No.
Like, Come on now, like
people underestimate how good a coach Mike Vrabel is, bro.
they do it every year, man. They
Yeah.
underestimate our physicality. They underestimate what a run game, elite run game can do to you. They underestimate what our defense is. They do it every single season. They just think they see Tannehill and our little receiving core and think that we just not gonna win nothing. Like they do it every year.
Yeah, and not to jump ahead or nothing either. I like how on draft night, Amy was wearing the Oilers pendant on her suits every day of the draft and stuff. I loved that out of it. So I'm hoping they petty enough to wear the Houston Oilers jerseys when we play Houston, bro.
Man, I'm dreaming about that, man. I'm
They
dreaming
will
about
put
it.
them at the end of the season though. Like
Yeah,
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get to it though, man. Weeks 10 through 13, in which here we go again.
we got Tampa
Damn
Bay.
near another 30 days away from Nissan Stadium, man. I mean, shoot, man. I mean, this right here is brutal, but I mean, it gets a little better too, and it actually balances out as well because we got to go see Tampa Bay, in which, okay, I'll go ahead and say it right now. Tampa Bay is going to suck. They probably going to be the ones that end up with Caleb Williams or whoever else is coming out.
Who you say? Who you think?
Tampa Bay.
That could be what they got Baker Mayfield. I don't know about that, bro.
Man, Tampa Bay.
Come on, you know I'm
all
OU fan, bro. So, bro, that might be the perfect spot for Baker Mayfield.
Man,
it might be. It's gonna be his last shot. So if he's gonna do something, he has to do it there. Or he's gonna be out the NFL. You know, no doubt about that. Understandably so, but that might be the perfect place.
I don't know, man. We'll see. But right now, man, I just don't see it with Tampa Bay. And we got to go down to Chuck E. Cheese Stadium week 11 and handle this little Jacksonville problem. I'm not gonna go on no Jacksonville wreck tonight. Matter of fact, we just gonna go ahead and move on to weeks 12 and 13, where we get back-to-back games at Nissan Stadium. I mean, this is why I say it kind of balance out or whatever. But just, man, being away for damn near 30 days. I mean, shoot, man, that could affect us. But we get Carolina and we get Indy. I mean, by that time, we'll know what, Bryce Young is capable of. Hopefully he won't be capable of too much because, with a quarterback of his caliber and against our team that late in the season or whatever, I mean, he's suddenly go out there and put on a show. And Indy,
who's he gonna throw to though? Like,
man, look,
who's he gonna throw to?
I think Bryce Young will be rookie of the year.
He's gonna be good. I don't know about that. I get that, but like, it's not a doubt in him, but it's a doubt of who he has around him to help make plays because he can't go throw and catch the ball. So he has to have some help. So his talent is there. I don't doubt that. And then the coaching staff too. So I don't know how good he's actually going to be year one. I don't.
And then Frank Wright, you just made me think about something, Firestone. You right. Frank Wright is their head coach, man.
Yeah,
and
bro.
He would sit up and throw them out of the game. So I feel better about Carolina, man. Yeah. I mean, with Frank Wright, he gonna go out there, and that's why the Colts haven't been able to beat us in so long because Frank Wright goes out there and he mismanages the hell out of these football games. I mean, it's pretty much gotten to the point where Vrabel just sit back and just let Frank Wright just mismanage the hell out the game and doesn't really do anything but let his players play.
Bro, the way I look at that Carolina Indy week, to me it looks like an Indy week.
It sounds like double victory to me, man. That sounds like back-to-back W's.
I mean, it's back-to-back home games, man. I mean, like I said, I don't like the staying away from home for 30 days or whatever, but I mean, those games right there, I mean, if we could just handle Indy and handle Baltimore in London, I'll feel better about Atlanta and Pittsburgh and these other games. Man, I'm not worried about Jacksonville, but I feel better about every other game if we can handle that right there.
So if you guys are in the chat right now, you watching this, man, go ahead and type in your season predictions, man, your record predictions, man. I'm trying to see them in the chat, man. And we're gonna post them up while we talking about the schedule still. So if you watching, put the records in there on the bottom and put them in the chat, man. We're gonna bring them up for y'all. But I mean, we can keep going through the schedule, man. I like it. We got some good matchups, man. Like there's some good matchups, some good teams that we haven't seen. You know what I'm saying? Like we rarely ever play the Dolphins anymore. We played the Dolphins. We played them 2 years ago.
We play them on the regular.
Yeah, like we don't really. I mean, we played Seattle last time. We played Seattle. That was that overtime thriller we had with Russell Wilson. Man, that was a really. I went to that game. Man, that was a really good game. We rarely ever see the Atlanta Falcons, which is crazy because they're so close to us. We don't never play them. You know, Pittsburgh. We pretty familiar with Pittsburgh, man. So it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be some fun games. Yeah, I see a 9-8 down there.
And that Miami game is a Monday night football game, y'all. So, hey, man, y'all get ready to lock in, man, because I mean, honest to God, truth, I didn't even think we were gonna get any primetime games this year.
We got two.
We got two against, two good opponents, Pittsburgh and Miami, and it gets better too. It gets better down the stretch because we get another back-to-back home game stretch, and it'll be against Houston and it'll be against Seattle. Two opponents. I mean, you know how it goes with Houston. I mean, I don't know which one of these games we're gonna lose, but we're gonna lose one of these games against Houston just because I don't know what the Titans' deal is against Houston. Why can't we just dominate the hell out of Houston, man?
I don't know what it is, man. No matter how sorry they are, no matter how good we are, man, we just can't sweep them, man. It's not even that we can't even sweep them. Even when we did sweep them with Deshaun Watson, both games went to the freaking wire. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We needed.
My mom just posted up something. She said none of the primetime games are at home. So
yeah, I mean that's the bad part about it.
That'll change when a new stadium comes.
Yeah, most definitely.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely. They just don't like showing our stadium and our field. They don't look good on TV. It's not eye appealing. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta get some more fans too, man. Like that's why I was hoping that we had got Henry Hooker because we're at least gonna have the volunteer fans watching. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we drafted Kentucky kid.
Bro, you was wanting us to get every QB, but we'll let.
I'm cool with either all of them except for him. That's all.
I know.
I told you next year, man. I'm picking I'm hyping up every single bad player I don't want. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, man. Because they're gonna draft the good players.
Man, just take my approach and don't say nothing. Just sit back and let whatever happen. I mean, if you think something, think it or whatever. Just don't say it out loud. I know I'm not saying anything else about what the Titans are going to do because I'm just too in tune with this team.
Yeah. So what y'all think about that Dolphins game, man?
I gotta see how Tua looks coming into the year. That's
my
biggest
Dolphins
question
got weapons this year, dude. Like they cornerbacks are ridiculous.
But it's how healthy is Tua going to be, and is Tua even going to be able to play this year? Because we ain't even heard that commitment yet, or at least I haven't. Every time they talk to Mike, he's like, Tua's on his way of recovery, no rush, no timeline. We're just letting him deal with it. You never know how these brains heal. So that's the big question mark for me on the Miami game. If we got Tua, or if they got Tua and he's playing good, bro, that's going to be an extremely tough game. If they don't have Tua, it's going to be a competitive game.
I just look at it like this.
Go ahead, RJ.
Oh, I just look at it like this. Look, I'm sticking by my prediction, even with this schedule, man. I'm sticking by the Titans will win the AFC South. Hey, all we gotta do is it says in my caption, man, be better than Indy, Houston, and Jacksonville. That's all you gotta do. Be better than them three.
I like that right there, man. That matter of fact, I love that right there.
I'm standing on it all season.
Man, what I was gonna say about this Miami game is, I mean, we look at they receivers or whatever, but I really think this right here is gonna end up being a defensive game. It's gonna be one of those grinded out, ugly football games or whatever. I don't know why I'm feeling that way, but I mean, I just see it being a grind. I see it being a low scoring game, even without Tua out there or whatever. Because I mean, shoot, the Titans, man, they don't have no problem laying down for a backup quarterback. So
Okay. So what's y'all's biggest question mark on the schedule? What team is like the biggest, like, oh, I don't know about it.
go ahead and take it, RJ. I'm still kind of looking.
Say
I'm
that.
still kind of
What was,
looking.
Is
my
it
bad.
just Cincy?
You said the games that we're not gonna win. Is that what you're saying?
Or the ones that, like, make you cringe going into them? Like, man,
Oh yeah,
these are,
definitely Cincinnati, going to Pittsburgh because I can't remember last time we don't won in their stadium.
bro, that Pittsburgh team better not
That
be there,
Miami,
bro.
they're going to Miami is gonna be tough. That makes me cringe a little bit. Going to Cleveland, yeah, it's Cleveland. I don't know what to expect from that team, man. I don't know what to expect from.
What about you, Morocco?
I'm pretty much with RJ. The Chargers. I mean,
What
we
the
we
bro? This
don't
dude
have
said the Jags, bro. If you don't get out of here, bro.
man.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
Gotta be
Don't
a
do that.
Jags
the
fan. Gotta be a
Jags.
Jags fan.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm trying not to go on no more Jacksonville rants, but the Chargers. I mean, y'all know our history against the Chargers, man. I mean, we spent the longest not being able to beat this team, and we finally were able to beat them after what, 4 or 5 years,
Yeah,
maybe.
Phillip
And I'm
Rivers had our
thinking,
number, dude.
yeah, I'm thinking back to the game where Jake Locker threw the winning touchdown to Justin Hunter. My God, I thought those guys were gonna be
Wow.
something, man. I'm thinking back to then.
You went
Our
to the
next
archives.
right,
Wow.
our next our next win came the season. What was it? 2019. I want to say it was the week Tannehill got his first start here with the Titans.
Wasn't that like a week 4, wasn't it? I don't know,
Uh,
man. I can't remember
I
exactly what
can't
week we
remember,
started.
but I vividly remember some of the things that happened during that game. That was the game where Jeff Simmons got his first sack. That was the game where Melvin Gordon fumbled on the
Oh yeah, I
goal
mean
line.
that was a good game though.
That
That
lost
was
me the
Tannehill
game.
first start.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was, man. I
He said they
mean,
won the division. We got to prove it, man. If you don't stop talking about the Jags, bro,
man, don't put that back up there. But yeah, man, the Chargers. I mean, that game right there, I
Week
don't know.
6.
It could go either way. Cleveland could go either way because we just don't know what version of Deshaun Watson we gonna get. I mean, he ain't no stranger to the Titans, but seen last year, I mean, the rust was real on him. I mean, just being in that offense, jumping in, in the back half of the season. I mean, I'm not gonna hold that against them. I'm actually expecting Cleveland to be better than what some people believe. And Cincy,
2.5
Seattle could be
years.
something. Seattle could be something
yeah,
because Seattle has
it's
a
a
Yeah.
little
defense.
schedule in
Yeah.
Seattle, but I do like that we have them at home though. Hey, they got some
Right.
young talent that could get better though. So I don't know. Geno Smith's pretty good too. We'll see though,
He,
man. I like our trenches, man. That's why I feel a lot confident about some of these teams because I know our trenches are going to hold it down. Like on both sides, you know, so our offense and defensive line are going to be much more. I ain't gonna say our defensive line to improve. Well, it'll improve because we got Harold Landry back. But like our offense, people, you know, these people in this group chat that I'm in, that we're in right now, they talking like the Titans trash, and I'm like, dude, the football is one in the trenches, dude. We still had, to me, the trenches in the division. Who got better trenches than us? Like, yeah, not the Jaguars, not the Texans. Maybe the Colts got good trenches. They got good defensive line. Their offensive line isn't good. When football is one of the trenches, man. You can look at they trying to look at passing games and all the other crazy crap, man. I just look at the trenches, man. I just know when the game on the line, man, a defense gonna lock up. When we're gonna be able to run the ball a lot better, especially whenever we get up on the team, man. Yeah, people that underestimate our physicality too, man. Our physicality has won us a lot of football games that people counted us out of. And so I just look at it like that. Yeah, people sleep on Stonehouse too, man. Like we got one of the best punters in the league, dude. Like so, like whenever our offense do stall out, we just gonna pin you at the one and make you go the whole field on our defense. Like
While we talk about Stonehouse, man, let's wish that man happy birthday, man. I was watching highlights on Stonehouse, man. And I was like, God, man, we got it right. I mean, punter is always a position we just get right, man. If we didn't have a good punter, man, I mean, our game would just be even more depressing than what most of them are.
I ain't gonna lie though. I miss Brett Kern, man. I ain't gonna lie, that was my punter, dude. Like,
it's punter, man. It is nice though having a good, as crazy as it sounds, having a good punter. And knowing, like, when you see him punt the ball and, like, you see the offense before he punts, the opposite offense on the field is excited. Like, oh, yeah, we about to get the ball. And then they get the punt and they see where they're getting the ball at. And they, like, walk on the field kind of depleted. Like, damn, this is where we got to start at? Shit. So I'll be loving seeing that on the faces, man. So,
yeah, I got something funny to show y'all, man. Y'all got to look at this.
Funny thing is, they could end up with the same record this year.
The Cowboys.
Yeah, man. Because
getting on the Cowboys is gonna be fun this year, man.
Cowboys.
One of my friends is a Cowboys fan. He swear up and down they're gonna be better than the Eagles. And I'm like, bro, no, you're not, bro. Like, you're not better than the Eagles.
Cowboy fan be tripping me out, man. They really believe every year is their year, and they either make it to the playoffs and mess up, or they mess up in the regular season. And it seems like no matter what they schedule turns out to be, they don't never end up at the top of the draft.
Bro.
Bro,
no, for real.
The Cowboys just be good enough to go to the playoffs, man, and get put out the first and second round, man. It happens every time, bro. Every time, bro. It ain't never. It's the same season every year, man. They get a bunch of talented players. They get put on prime time all the time. Their players get overhyped, man, and they win. They have a 10, 11 win season and get put out second round. It happens every time.
And they usually just win enough just to get the wild card slot. They win.
Yeah, they win enough so they can talk trash to bad teams.
Hey, and Facebook user, I hate calling them Facebook user. I wish they get off the foolishness and show them people name. They need their recognition. But they bring up a good point too. The Bengals and Seahawks wide receiver group makes us look so pathetic. It really does.
Yeah, absolutely. See, the only thing, Seattle worries me, but where I have hope, so like I don't, that's going to be a tough game, but where I have hope is that I know that Mike Vrabel's going to be able to get pressure on Geno. And as good as Geno is, once he's under pressure, he's not that good. So we keep applying pressure on him throughout the game. It ain't going to matter how many weapons they got on the field. Geno's not going to be able to get the ball off. So that's going to have to be the strategy against Seattle. And then we stay on the field as long as possible. But pressure on Geno, stay in his face, and don't let him get a throw off and go through his reads.
Yeah, Mr. Jones. Yes. I mean, it's sad, man. I mean, the NFL hates the Titans. Let's just call it what it is.
Do.
They hate the Titans. They screwed us out of the playoff game, and they screwed us out of the playoffs against the Jags, man, with that bullshit fumble or whatever. And then they turn around and give Josh Allen an incomplete pass or whatever. And then they kept a punter up out of the Pro Bowl for whatever reason. I guess they just said, hey, we're just going to pour salt on their wounds. We're not going to send their punter to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand it, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't understand how Ryan Stonehouse doesn't make it to a Pro Bowl, man. That's crazy. If he was a Cowboy, he'd be first team All Pro.
Man, that motherfucker be on First Take every morning.
Bro. But you can see that, like with this Will Levis stuff, that we at least now have one player the media loves to talk about. These people won't shut up about Will Levis yet. They love
Yeah,
talking
that's
about Will
crazy though.
Levis.
They like Will Levis though. Like I don't understand. He must just be the token boy or something, man. I don't understand why they like the dude.
Bro,
They
it
like
seems.
quarterback controversy. That's what they like, and they
But
see a
even.
quarterback controversy, and they hate Tannehill. So
But
there's
bro, they
that.
wasn't talking like this about Malik or any other quarterback situation we ever had and stuff. Even when like Ryan Tannehill to Mariota thing was, they didn't talk this much about that stuff. Like
Man,
there's sometimes certain QBs come into the NFL and you
yeah, I
know that
seen
the
that.
media just sticks to them and loves to talk about them.
Yeah, I
Dang,
seen
Hey,
Colts
that.
got
Coach,
Dude, they ain't
no
got
prime
no
time.
primetime games, bro. That's sad, bro. They didn't
I'm
get
gonna let
one.
y'all know right now. Colts fans, y'all about to hear my mouth in the morning. They should have told me that right there. I did not know that. I haven't looked at anybody's schedule but the Titans schedule, but the Colts with no prime time.
Man, apparently,
Dang.
Y'all got
man.
y'all
So,
ass booted off of prime time because of that
man,
bullshit y'all pulled against the Vikings.
yeah. I'm gonna be real, y'all, man. They got a video that's going viral right now. Titan fans on Broadway trying to guess the schedule, man. And I'm finna go ahead. I'm finna put it on here so we can see it, dog. I
Oh
ain't gonna lie.
god.
I got. It's gonna be our first time seeing it. With y'all, I'm gonna load it, man. I'm gonna load it up, man. Y'all just keep talking, man.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you expect to go kind of look into the schedule? Let me pull it back up here. What are you expecting? All right, what's your bare minimum you're expecting the Titans in this season as a record? What's bare minimum, and then what are you expecting them to have as a record?
We'll just say the ceiling and the floor. How about that?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, ceiling and floor. Ceiling. Ceiling. I say our ceiling. I say 10 wins. 10, maybe we can sneak 11, but 10 to 11 wins for the ceiling. And for the floor, honest to God, true floor, I could see 5. I think that's my magic number for the floor. 5. I can't see us 4 and
Oh yeah, Mr. Jones hype, bro.
6. I don't know about the 6 or the 7, but 5 is what I'm feeling for the floor.
What you think, RJ?
I gotta say, right now, I think the ceiling is 11 wins, and I think the floor is 7. 7 to 11.
I think the floor is 9. And the ceiling, I think, is 12 or 13.
Let me
Speak
ask
on
y'all a
it.
legitimate question. Do you think that we're a better team this year than we was last year?
Yes. Yes.
If we stay healthy, I mean, we was a good team last year had we stayed healthy.
Yeah.
But if we can stay healthy this year, I mean, we can still be a good team, even though this team hates wide receivers.
I
Yeah,
just
I
say,
don't understand it.
bro, I just say, look at the offensive line. Yeah, we're definitely a better team than last year. Just by looking at the offensive line alone.
That's what I said, but
Yes.
definitely, to me, I think we're better in the trenches than we was last year because we didn't even have Harold Landry last year, and people don't
No.
understand how big he of how much he means to our defense.
Yep. And we have a healthy Jeffrey Simmons, which we didn't have last year. The contract's not looming over the year. Like we do this too. We get stuck on the wide receivers a lot, but our trenches is really strong and solidified, and that's where the game is going to be won. That's where we're going to be able to tire defenses out and keep running, and that's where we're going to be able to tire out the offensive line and keep putting pressures on these QBs. So it's not going to matter who you got on the field. If we can get to you under 2 seconds, it ain't gonna matter how many players you got out there and how many weapons you got. You're gonna have a hard time getting that ball off.
Yeah, you right about that, man. The trenches, most definitely, I feel like it can't be worse than last year, especially
Yeah,
on
at
that
all.
offensive line. The defensive line, I mean, we would just, hit with injuries, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like if we can stay healthy on that defensive line, man, that right there will give us back that pass rush that we need. And if we get that pass rush, we got a secondary that's good enough to hold it down.
Yeah, I mean, man, did y'all see what the secondary was doing? Or I think there was a video I think Wesley posted, and I think it was Fulton doing the workout, and he was doing the push-ups on the yoga ball and the strap bands, and he was bro looked like he put on a lot of weight, like good weight too, like muscle wise. So it looked like them DBs have been working in the off season. So I have a little bit more faith in them than I did last year, or at least after last year coming in. It looks like they actually stepping up and doing some work, like Vrabel was talking about. They putting some work in on the off season.
Yeah, I heard McQuarrie mention that he been talking to KB a lot. I mean, he pretty much been picking his brain about, his workout regimens, what he putting into his body. And I mean, if you don't talk to me about McQuarrie, I mean, I just straight up tell you, I think he's good, but he's just playing out of position. I mean, yeah. I just hated watching dude on the outside last year because, I mean, he was always there to make a play, but just couldn't make those plays because of his stature. I mean, you could pretty much see it on display against Cincinnati when he had to go up against T. Higgins. I mean, he was just getting mossed on consistently, man. And I mean, I don't want to say I felt bad for the dude, but I was like, man, we just need a cornerback on the outside that is at least 6 foot tall.
Yes. Yeah. Or at least has a wingspan, at least somebody that's their arms hang past their knees when they stand up type stuff, bro. Go get one of these Oklahoma City Thunder players.
Yeah,
But yeah, Mr. Jones, he brought up a good damn point right here. They care about ratings. They manipulate outcomes when it comes to down their pocket. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, if they gonna get over on any team to keep their pocket straight, it's gonna be the Titans.
They always do it.
I don't understand why. What did the Titans do to the NFL, y'all? Let's talk about that.
We keep running the ball. That's why they don't want to watch it. They ain't trying to watch this, bro. No, let's be real, man. They ain't trying to watch this, bro.
Yeah,
they like boring. Passing.
Bro, do you remember that time where the NFL was investigating us, like as a franchise, trying to make Amy sell the franchise? Like they just ain't liked how we've done stuff for a while. But it kind of feels like, and I know it kind of felt like that when John came in, but it truly feels right now like a culture change is going to happen in Tennessee. Like the new stadium's coming. It kind of looks like it's going. We got a lead of how things are going to start turning to the future. Hopeful, well, how they're wanting to go with Will Levis. So it kind of feels like maybe we're going to start getting some media favorability and get talked about a little bit more. Like the times is changing, but we're going to see. I know that as long as we got Will Levis right now, all this season we're going to get talked about a lot until Will Levis starts because they're going to love to keep bringing up Will Levis.
Man, our guy said Will Levis will have a 12 in accuracy on Madden. He's our best bet to continue our 7-game losing streak. I mean, I don't want the man to see the field at all in 2023. I don't want him or Malik to see the field because if Will Levis or Malik sees the field in 2023, shit has gone bad.
Yeah, Tannehill got hurt.
Right.
Yeah, so
or just all our sucks.
Yeah, but I don't see that happening.
I'm not gonna debate with you, Firestone. Don't worry.
No. Bro, well, not with Will Levis though, because Will Levis hype is real. So I was about to say, man, he could suck to an extent, and still they wouldn't start because how bad they are at points. But
yeah, I'm still trying to get over that Will Levis jump, bro. But hey, I got the video up if you guys are ready to watch the video, man.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go ahead and run it.
All right, so this is the video of them on Broadway in Nashville, and they're literally guessing what the Titans schedule is like by each logo. So here we go.
St. Louis Rams.
Oh. Lightning McQueen.
No. Oh, that's just the football logo.
The Boston Bobcats. No idea. No idea.
Cowboys.
Yes,
Yeah. Baltimore Orioles.
This one is the Red Stallions.
49 to 69ers. 49er Cowboys.
No. Stars. It's a Pirates from the islands of the Caribbean.
Chester Cheeto.
Tigers, North Carolina Tigers. Texas. That's the Cowboys. Texas. Got that. Yeah.
Atlanta. That's it. Florida Dolphins.
Oh, Texans. Eagles. From Pittsburgh. Who's that? Bulls? Who? Patriots? That's the Patriots logo. That it actually does not exist. That is Nashville, Tennessee.
Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans. Woo!
Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans. Wait, good job. Yeah. Awesome.
Hey, they nailed it.
The Jacksonville Jaguars will forever be known as does not exist.
It does not exist. They said she said the 69ers, bro.
Nah,
What is that?
they got Jacksonville and they got the Colts. They call the Colts the Cowboys, and we were just making fun of them being the Cowboys.
Cowboys, yes.
Colts fans, that ought to tell y'all something right there. That's what some people that don't even watch football think of y'all. They think y'all just like
Hey,
the
Rossi
Dallas
going in on you,
Cowboys.
bro.
What's going on, Rossi? Oh, yeah, I'm going to say that, man. Firestone, that would have been a perfect video for your reaction, Firestone.
Oh, my God. I'm just going to have to pull the clips from this now.
Yeah, man. You're going to have to make that happen.
I had to, bro. Because I seen, like, man, Ian Rappaport retweeted it. I seen all my boys tweet it. I'm like, what are they tweeting about the Titans? I'm like, and I look at all like, oh, it's something stupid. Like, here you go.
Bruh, ain't no way that they was that bad at naming teams, bruh. Chester Cheetos. The Jaguars are Chester Cheetos and do not exist from now on, bruh. I know we call them, Chuck E. Cheese's. Chester Cheeto. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was epic, man. But that was a dope video, man. RJ, appreciate you for bringing it to the
Yeah, I had to, man. When I seen Ian Rappaport, look at it, I said, oh, y'all got to bring this one up, dog. Hey, everybody's looking at this.
I'm
man, shout out to my city, man. I'm glad they getting more and more, you know what I'm saying, into the national media, man. As you can see, I go down there and turn up all the time. So hey.
Right, man. Shout out to you, G, man. Shout out to everybody joining us tonight, man. Y'all already know we appreciate the love, the hate, everything. As long as y'all rocking out with us every Thursday night at 8:30, 9:30 Eastern time, or whatever time zone it is, wherever you at, man. If you rocking out with us, salute to you.
Yeah. Hey, look, and Mr. Jones had this to say. He said Levis got more DBs drafted than wide receivers, and I think you're kind of right on that.
Oh,
yeah, that's pretty wild, man. But I'm still trying to process the whole wide receiver thing, man. I mean, I'm just not gonna get up off of it. It's gonna take Traylon Burks to go up out here and have a damn good season, because I believe that's really what they banking on. I believe they banking on Traylon Burks to stay on the field and produce. I think they banking on Chig to do the same thing. And I think they banking on Kyle Phillips to stay healthy, because I mean, if Kyle Phillips can stay healthy, I believe that he could be a legit option in the slot, man. Because I mean, in that first game last season against the Giants, man, I mean, he was Tannehill's go-to target, and he was doing pretty damn good until they got to
I'm
hit
telling you,
him.
man. I 100% believe it was the offensive line that was holding us back on offense, man. I'm telling you
Yeah.
that offense.
Yeah.
You can't do anything where your offensive line is that bad. I'm sorry, man. You can't. We couldn't complete a third and long. We couldn't complete. And I know Vrabel, he see it. Like the quarterback ain't got no time to even make 2 reads without getting sacked. Like
plays can't develop.
Yeah, so he went extremely cheap with the wide receiver position. He knows the route concepts work, man. He just need the quarterback need time to throw. It's just as simple as that, man. You know, this is a tight end heavy offense. We got a tight end in the draft, a 6'7" tight end that pretty much play wide receiver. We got a Chiga Conquo who's also a mismatch. You know what I'm saying? You can put him all over the field. He's a mismatch. And we got Traylon Burks, who's going to be going into his second year. He's not going to come to training camp out of shape and not ready to be the number one wide receiver, you know? I think he's going to be better. We're going to see a better season with Traylon Burks. Chris Moore, I got to do some more research on Chris Moore. I don't really know too much about him. Obviously, we know we got with Nick Westbrook-Akina. I think Nick Westbrook-Akina he's a solid receiver. I'm just going to say solid. I think he can be consistent. He can be reliable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's some elite receiver or something. He's just reliable. He catches the ball. He run good routes. You know what I'm saying? That's really all we need from him. We're a run heavy team, so like we don't pass the ball 100 times, dude. Like I don't understand. That's why I'm laughing at these 5 and 17 predictions they got.
Bro,
go ahead.
4 and 13. Like I'm like, we're not gonna win. We're gonna win more than that. Trust me.
Bro, the more I've been kind of looking at like how the team is the past couple of weeks and trying to break it down and understand like what this team is going to actually be, it kind of makes me think of the Patriots when they had Hernandez and Gronk. It's like, I'm not saying we're going to be that good, but that kind of seems like what we're going to try to do this year. They didn't have a bunch of good wide receivers when they had Hernandez and Gronk. Yeah, they had Amendola, but Amendola wasn't Amendola then. And then they had Wes Welker. And then he wasn't that. He was creating.
They already better than Traylon Burks and Nick Westbrook-Akina.
At that time, they wasn't those people, though. That time is what made them those wide receivers.
Who wasn't them people?
Wes Welker.
Wes Welker was that dude back then when they had the 2 tight end system going or whatever with Hernandez and Gronk. They went to the Super Bowl and Wes Welker was that dude. He just dropped that daggum pass.
But that's my point, though. When he was at the Chargers, didn't nobody care about him. And when Amendola was at Miami, didn't nobody care about him. But until he came to Patriots and they worked that system, then they started becoming who they was right. So it might feel like that's what we're going to do. Yeah, well, Tom Brady does help, but you know, are we going to try to run Chig and White as more wide receivers now, and then use a bunch of slot guys, and basically we're going to use Traylon and 2 tight ends as our big guys, and then slot everybody else?
I think one thing we're gonna do, we're gonna wait till after this post June June contract.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People are gonna drop some wide receivers. I'm just let y'all know right now. There's gonna be a mass exodus in here in a little bit. They're gonna find a wide receiver. I'm gonna let you know they're gonna pick up somebody. They're gonna get somebody, man. They're not just gonna go in with the worst wide receiving core in the history of football. Like they're not gonna go in there. They're gonna find them a wide receiver. Right. Probably that's, man, a little bit more respectable, that's younger. You know what I'm saying? They may trade for one. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna. This is not gonna be the final. This is not the final roster, y'all. That's why I know we fixing a lot of places that we put some young pieces in some places that I'm happy about, like offensive line, say a backup running back. You know, we're young at tight end, we're young at wide receiver, we're young at corner. You know what I'm saying? We're young on the defensive line outside of Autry. Autry's getting older. We're probably going to find a replacement for Autry, by the way. You know what I'm saying? We're young in a lot of spots, and we probably got to find a replacement for Kevin Byard because I don't know exactly what's going to happen with him, man. I mean, he's probably going to play this season, but I don't know how much longer he's going to be on the team. So we'll see.
Yeah, Eric brought up a good comment too. You ain't got to pull it back up. I already know what he said, man. We definitely got to score more than 17 points against these good teams, man. Yeah. I mean, 17 points can beat the Jaguars. 17 points can beat Indy. I mean, Houston, hell, we don't know. But you can't score 17 points against Cincinnati. You can't score that against the Chargers. I mean, you could, but you're playing it, you're playing it too close against that team right there. I don't think you can do it against Pittsburgh. I mean, just like the Chargers, you'll be playing it too close. I mean, 17 points in today's game is like scoring 6 points back in the day or whatever. I mean, most of these good teams, they score 17 points in a quarter. So,
yeah.
I mean, the Titans,
Eagles,
Kansas City got to figure this offensive thing out, man, because I mean, 17, 14, 10. I mean, we can't do that consistently and expect to make the playoffs and win the division this year.
Well, I mean, yeah, correct. We got to at least score 17 points too, but we also got to know that we got to play to our strengths this year. And what's our strengths is staying on the field as offense and running time off that clock. There is no better defense of playing against some of these high caliber offense like the Chiefs and Philly and Cincinnati than keeping a star offense on the sideline. So if we can chew up a bunch of clock, and it ain't got to just mean running all the time, but it's mean put drives together that chew up some clock and get that clock continuously running, keep those guys off the field, and that'll be tremendous help for our defense, and that'll help us win games like that.
Man, David, hey, man, make sure you keep us posted about the Tampa Bay trip, man, because I'm trying to go to some away games this season, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
once on a away game as an opposing fan is fun, man. It's a good experience. I want all you guys
man. I'm
to
trying to do that, man. I'm actually thinking about week 1 shooting to New Orleans, man, but it's just so mid-end, man. My pockets is not deep at all, man.
Yeah.
I am not.
We're going to some cool places, man.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about New Orleans. I'm thinking about Monday Night Football in Miami, man. I mean, matter of fact, I mean, if y'all some travelers in the comments, man, tell me about y'all way y'all go about setting up y'all away games, man. I mean, do y'all buy y'all tickets the week of the game, a couple weeks before the game? Do y'all buy y'all tickets as soon as they become available? Let me know, man, because I mean, I'm trying to hit these away games, but at the same time, I am not balling. So I can't ball out on no $2,000 tickets for anything. That's flight or game, man. So y'all let me know in the comments, man. What do y'all do for the away games?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know when we went to the Seattle game, man, it is an experience because you run into other Titan fans and you get to hear about their story of how they became Titan fans and how they got over here and this, that, and the other, and you start running into some cool people, man. Like I met when we went to Washington D.C., man, that was fun, man. Like definitely Seattle was fun because it's far away and there wasn't that many Titan fans. So when the stadium get quiet, when our team do something good, we cheering loud, man. All you do is hear us. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool. You got all the people looking at you like, oh, look at these Titan fans. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
I just hope the game I go to, I just hope we win, man, because I ain't gonna lie.
I mean,
walking away from them dead games after a loss, man. I mean, you know that feeling. If you done ever been to a losing game, I mean, you just know that feeling. You just walk out feeling so dead blank, and then you get to looking at them opposing fans like, get y'all motherfucking asses up out of here and stop all that goddamn celebrating. I mean, it's just
saw me after the Seattle game walking around with my Derrick Henry jersey, happy talking to people talking to people in the city, man. Everybody looking like, man, Derrick Henry, man, forget him, man. They were so salty, bro. They just knew like they because like at the same time they were mad at Derrick Henry, but at the same time the respect was there, bro, because they knew he's a dang good back, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I tell you what was funny though. Back a couple years back. Matter of fact, it was the Texans game where we beat them running Derrick Henry Wildcat or whatever, man. I mean, walking into that game or whatever, I mean, it was just a feeling all over the stadium like, oh here we go. We finna get our brains beat in by the Texans, and then we get up out there and get to moving the football a little bit. We're like, oh no, I mean, and then at the end of the game, when Deshaun Watson held on to the ball like 10 seconds or whatever,
I
instead
went
of
to that game.
throwing it away or whatever, man. When we finally won, man, them Texans, man, they were looking so freaking sick. Everybody walking out, let's go Titan. Here go the Texans walking out. Heads down. Just bobbing their heads out the stadium.
Man, did you go to the Buffalo Bills game in 2021?
Nah, I didn't.
Bro, that had to have been the most lit game because the Bills fans were talking so much trash, bro. They swear they were just gonna walk out our stadium and get a dub. And Derrick Henry busted that 80-yard run, bro, and it shut everybody, the whole crowd going crazy. You see that Bills fan like this. It was hilarious, bro. Man, there was a couple Bills fans around me. We were talking trash. They were letting us hear that every time Josh Allen do something good.
Bro, that's the thing about it. That's the thing about Henry, bro. Teams will get there excited. It'd be third quarter. It'd be like, Derrick Henry only got 25 yards rushing. And then you'll go break a 90, 80-yard run. And they're like, damn, okay.
Yeah, me and my mother with it. My mother's on the screen right now. She said when we went to that Oakland game in 2019, we beat them 42 to 20-something, bro. Like,
I don't blame y'all. They be fighting out there in Oakland.
Yeah,
they try to fight it.
I ain't gonna lie though, cause like, man, everywhere you go, bro, like the Raiders games, man, and when they was in Oakland, dude, like, bro, like you a opposing fan there, bro. You getting booed, bro. They booing you everywhere you go, yelling Raiders all in your face. And then I'll never forget, me and mom, we was at this club. Now we was walking by, there was like a tent, they were playing all type of music in there. They was in there jamming, it was like a club. And we go in there and tried to jump in there with them and start dancing. And like the DJ stopped the music. He was like, what the? Like everybody like started looking at us. They were like, listen, you guys think you can turn up with us?
Bro.
Yo, that was hilarious.
That's awesome. I mean, it's yeah, that's funny.
They stopped the whole, bro. I'm talking about, it was
only in Oakland.
Everybody was jamming in there. It was all Raider fans. It was all jamming, dude. We hopped in there with start dancing with them. They stopped the whole music, bro. DJ stopped, hopped on the mic, everything.
Yeah, David. Yeah, you right there by Cincy, man. I actually thought about making a trip to Cincy or whatever for Cincy Titans game, since I'm in Nashville and it's 5 hours away. I'm down to take a 5-hour road trip. And Dion said, don't go to Miami during. I definitely won't go to Miami during hurricane season because I'm too damn big to be trying to run from anything.
Bro, but I would pay to see that shit.
I couldn't do it.
Morocco running from a hurricane? Oh, yeah, bro, I'm down.
Yeah, you might see me get blown across the
You can see it running out. Not today, motherfucker. No.
You see me get blown across the ocean or something. Yeah, man, you ain't got to worry about that though, man. I am not doing any bad weather games, and
I couldn't do it, dude. Man, that's why I'm so glad we going to a dome, bro. So we ain't got to deal with that anymore, bro. No more rain games, snow games, cold games.
RJ, you and Mom Deuce, y'all got y'all tickets, don't you, to the London game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up right there, man. Man, I know y'all gonna kick it up over there.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be fun, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It'd be cool being over there in London, man, seeing the different culture that's over there. You know, drinking tea with my pinky up.
Hey, bro, I got a couple of homies that live over there in the UK, and man, I just say, they say prepare for gloomy type weather and rain. So
yeah, that's what they were saying.
Be prepared for that. Yeah,
right. Yeah, Eric. That's another place I want to get to too, man. They say, not Cincy, but they say Indy got a nice stadium, though, for real. I mean, we call it Kroger's, but honest to God truth, everybody that I know that done went there, man, say they got one dope ass stadium, and I might drive up there to Indy. I mean, in it 3 to 5 hours away, I'm down to drive it or whatever. Anything outside of that, man, we're gonna have to get some plane tickets.
Bro, I know looking at the schedule and me trying to figure out which game I'm gonna come to this season in Tennessee. I know I ain't trying to wait to them December games with the stadium being outside. So, bro, I might just come for that Cincinnati game. I think it's either Cincinnati or Atlanta.
Yeah, we're not doing no cold weather games, man. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I mean, I got season tickets and everything, but I'm not coming up out there in anything below 55 degrees, man. I am not doing it. And I will sell my tickets. I'm not gonna go do no foolishness or whatever and sell them out to opposing fans. I'm gonna make sure they get into some good hands or whatever.
That's a good question.
But
what if the Titans are undefeated? You still gonna go?
Hell no.
What?
I have a party.
All you gotta do, man, drink you some beer while you out there, man.
Man, that ain't gonna work. That
Bro,
is not gonna work.
Buy you one of those.
Getting drunk is the easiest way to deal with cold, bro.
Bro, just go to Amazon, get you one of those jackets that got the little heat inside of it. Just make sure you got plenty of batteries, bro. You'll be good.
Shit, I done that last year at the Cincy game, man. Me and my partner, we was up out there on 1800 drinking beer and everything and shit. We got up inside the stadium. We sitting up here like this right here, cold as hell. I got a hood over my head. He balled up inside his coat or whatever. My fingers going numb and everything, man. I can't do it.
Y'all should have cuddled up, man. Put them body heats together. Y'all have been good.
Nah. That's my brother and all. I love him to death, but man, we is not getting down like that,
bro. We just freezing today, bro.
But Mike said he
off and everything.
Mike said he been to 12 away stadiums. He buy third level seats in advance, fly Spirit or JetBlue. How are those airlines?
Bro, how you trust Spirit?
Yeah,
I've seen too many jokes about them and duct tape and stuff for me to trust them.
Oh man. So what flight we need to get on, man? We need to be doing Southwest, American Airlines, what?
I do Southwest when
Southwest, I fly. I hear a lot of names about
because you get free baggage when you do Southwest.
Yeah,
that's why I like it because I don't have to pay for the bags. You get the free bags. I just don't like how you can't pick your seats with Southwest. You just got to get in your order line and first come first serve for whatever seats. Where American Airlines and all those other ones, you can kind of pick the seat that you want to have where you want it at. But I mean, at the end of the day, bro, we're all flying in the same thing, going to the same place. Where does it really matter where you're sitting at? And Southwest is usually one of the cheapest, safest options for me.
Man, I just don't want no crap ass flight. That's all I ask. I don't care who the airline with, long as it ain't no crap ass flight. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I definitely won't be flying Spirit.
You will take off in a Spirit plane, but by the time it's over with, your whole spirit will leave and be going off to another place. I promise you, brother. I haven't heard a good experience yet.
I'm not doing Spirit. I will put that down on my list of not to fly. Don't fly Spirit. But man, Eric, that game right there, man. I was so freaking pissed off watching that game. I'm still sitting up thinking about who was it? Brian Arakpo missing that sack on Manziel, and then Mike Griffin. What was it?
I was on my naval ship when that was going on, man. We lost a freaking Manziel, bro. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, that game right there was just so.
The worst one was when we played them and they couldn't win a game, and we went to overtime with them. It was like 9-6. It was one of them games.
Yeah, man. I was out on Robisky after that game right there, man. That dude right there. I mean, he just kept on just. Lord, let's not talk about those times right there, man, because I'm really about to have a real live
man. I ain't gonna lie, that Cleveland trip makes me mad. I don't know what to think about Cleveland. I gotta watch him play. You know what I'm saying? I gotta watch Cleveland. I gotta watch.
But Dion say for my away games with no money, I turn on the TV and act like I'm God dang. Boy, Dion, I need whatever you drinking. I do not smoke, but whatever you drinking to have that type of experience, I need.
Yeah, Dion, I only go to one. I try to save up to go to one away game every season, man. That's what's gonna be my goal, man. Try to save up to go one. This year we're going to London, so last year we went to Washington D.C. So like let's try to save up for one.
See, I need to see. That's what I need to do, man.
That's what you gotta do, man. You gotta save up, man.
I need to just calm my hot ass down somewhere, man, because I get all excited and shit. I get to want to do too much, and see that's one of my biggest problems. I be trying to do too much at one time or whatever. Like this whole year I've been thinking about I'm going to Miami. I'm going to Houston. I'm going to Jackson. I want to go to all the away games, but how my pockets is looking, I can't go to all the away games. I gotta sit down somewhere, man. I mean,
you gotta go to one, man. You can't go to multiple.
Man,
I'll tell you like this.
If you do one, you gotta do them all.
Right. That's how I be thinking. Like if I do one, I got to do them all, man.
So here's the trick, Rocco. Here's the goal. Did you know that airlines do lifetime tickets and lifetime passes?
No.
So yeah, you have big package prices where you can get. Now they used to have it lifetime. Now it's just for the year. You pay a certain amount for the year, and you get unlimited flights all year for you and and for one other person. So you need to fly by yourself, or you can bring one other person with you. And you'll get unlimited flights throughout the year. And each airline has that. You have to call and talk to them about it. And each airline has a different price range right now. It's going to be up there in prices, but it's not as expensive as you would actually think it is for unlimited flights for a year.
Yeah, man. They said they all in the comments, man. Spirit is awful.
Yeah, spirits where spirits are made. You are right.
Hey man, but Spirit flights cheap though, bro. Like you trying to go there for the cheap.
I'll spend some bread, man, to get a good, comfortable flight. I'll spend some bread, but some old cheap shit or whatever, some old bullshit. No, we're not doing none of that.
They talking like Spirit is soul plane or something, man. Like,
it probably is.
Bro, you get it. Bro, you can get a Spirit ticket for under $75, bro. That is not safe.
Nah, I don't want to be that cheap now. I spend $350, $400. I guess the most I'll go is $6 on the flight, depending on where it is. But we're not doing no $75 plane.
Bro, you can jump on a Spirit plane and get a round trip for $100, bro.
See, that's a tight feds that gonna go far, man. Them boys only go around the shop. They're like, we're gonna have tight feds. If we was playing in Atlanta this year, we have a lot of tight feds in Atlanta.
Premium movies. What are those? The movies that are already in theaters or just released the DVD?
Yeah, there are probably ones already out to do the DVD and stuff like certain.
Don't let my mama fool you. She got money, man. She be going on them. She be sitting first class.
She got bread.
Nah, I'm messing with her.
She living that luxury life.
Y'all, anybody going to London is rich. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Mr. Titan, he having a whole party up over there in London. So you know that motherfucker got some bread.
Damn, bro.
You said
shout out to Alex too, man. I had to get you, goddamn. I told you, man. Y'all London people, man. Hey, man, come help your boy out, man. I don't want to go to London. Just get me to Jacksonville.
Yeah, man.
But y'all ready to go ahead and wrap it up?
Yeah.
She said I'm a travel, so no, man. We're gonna. Hey, I'm paying. I ain't rich, man, and I'm paying to go over to London, man. So it ain't.
Well, your ass is rich, D.
Bro,
I just take care of my money, man.
Bro,
going to me like that.
No, bro, going to a whole nother country just to watch a home football game. I ain't got money. I'm not rich. Bro, you going to a whole nother country.
Nah, man, I just take care of my money. You ain't gonna do me like that.
I'm gonna have my ass right here in Nashville eating biscuits and tea at 8:30 in the morning with the poor people.
trying to get the experience, huh?
I ain't gonna be able to, but I'm gonna have my tea and biscuits or whatever.
Okay, make sure lift the pinky, Morocco.
I got that down pat. Lift the pinky, take a little bread. we gonna do it up.
They
man.
said the Spirit do a round trip to London. Let me check.
Bro, you gonna get to London and back for $250.
He said, I don't care how cheap Spirit is. I want to make it there. He said, I think Spirit is trying to bribe people to ride with them. Hey, man, just when you get on a Spirit flight, just go to sleep, man. You'll be all right, man.
You might not.
You got to see what's going on, man. You just going to get there.
Sound like you're going to have to get drunk and high. Sound like you're going to have to be incapacitated to make it.
Yeah, people act like Spirit flights. They on there rolling dice and all that, shooting dice and all that stuff. Selling dope on the plane. That's what they swear.
Say they got some strippers on there.
$40. They're playing spades on there. That's what they doing.
$40 and some hot wings, and you in there.
Oh man.
But let's go ahead and wrap it all up, man. Man, thank y'all, man, for coming through tonight, man. It's been a blessing tripping out with y'all, man. Breaking down this schedule, laughing at Spirit, man. Hey, man. Thank y'all for advising me not to fly Spirit, because I ain't gonna lie, back in the gap, it crossed my mind like, them flights is cheap. I can, but yeah, we're not doing that up over
Value
here.
your life, bro. Value your life.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
and
as long as you make it there, that's all that matters.
And one more time before we get up out of here, man. PurePressureMobile.com. Y'all go get them whips clean, man. I mean, it's warming up outside, man. And I know you ain't trying to ride around in no dust-ass vehicle, man. So y'all go holler at Trey. He pulling up day or night. Don't matter if you at work, home, anywhere, man. My guy gonna pull up on you. He gonna get you right. PurePressureMobile.com. Mention Titans Colosseum podcast, and he gonna knock $20 off, man. Y'all go holler at Trey, man. Firestone RJ, y'all got anything y'all want to say before we head out?
Yes, sir, baby. Hey, we winning this division, man. I'm standing on it the whole season, bro. We win this division. I don't care how we start. I don't care how we finish. I mean, we winning the division, man.
Yeah, facts. I second that. Now I'm ready. The next chapter now is June 1st. I'm ready for June 1st to hit so we can see what the next chapter of the season is going to be before these games start up. So, man, that's what I'm looking forward to now.
Facts. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe the show. Man, everybody have a blessed weekend. Let's ride out, fellas.